Good afternoon, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. I am super excited to have our team at Saatva with us to talk about rest and recovery and unlocking peak performance. Just with Saatva and our sleep and all that, and how important it is. So, with that, I'll turn it over to you, Laura.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. First off, just wanted to thank everybody for taking the time to join us today. I know how busy the gym life can get, so we really appreciate you being here to talk about something that's so important to us. And my name is Laura Rojas. I'm Partnership Development Manager here at Saatva, and I work closely with our B2B team and our partners like CrossFit to help spread our message regarding health and wellness. So I'm really excited to spend the next 30, 40 minutes with you guys diving into a few key topics. So we'll go over some sleep health tips and facts about performance and recovery. We'll go over a little bit about Sattva's story and our mission to bring restorative sleep to everybody. And we have a guest speaker that will be joining us with a few questions and their perspective on sleep health, and we'll go over the partner program and all of the benefits and the details of it. And we'll also have a Q&A at the end. So let's dive right in. All right. So we all recognize that sleep is important, right? But it's, worth asking, how important is it? Many of us, I'm sure, are guilty, including myself, of pushing it to the side. And, life can get so hectic. And, at some point, I'm sure everyone has said, I'll catch up on sleep later, or saying the joke, I'll sleep when I'm dead, right? It's so common. So how much sleep is enough? So the average adult should be getting at least 7 hours of sleep per night. And more than a third of US adults actually sleep less than 7 hours a night on average. So a third of adults in the US are not getting as much sleep as they should. And so we're all about optimizing performance and recovery. So let's look at a couple sleep facts that actually blew my mind. And these kind of just highlight exactly how important rest impacts your results in the gym. So you can actually survive longer without food than without sleep. That one actually blew my mind. A person can live without food for weeks, but typically can't survive more than 11 days without any sleep. And you'll actually get severe cognitive impairment after about 3 to 4 days. So you can't build muscle without sleep. Up to 70% of the human growth hormone, which is the key to muscle repair and recovery, is released during deep REM sleep. And just 1 week of sleeping less than 6 hours per night can reduce testosterone levels by 10 to 15%. This is the equivalent of aging your body by nearly a decade. And sleep deprivation, it increases cortisol levels, which will slow recovery, will increase inflammation, and it will break down muscle tissue. And chronic sleep deprivation actually increases the risk of injury in athletes by 60%, 60. So that number, very high. Athletes who sleep 8 hours or more have been scientifically proven to be able to run faster, to lift heavier, and to react quicker than those that get less than six. So, obviously, sleep is an essential pillar of our health. We spend about 1/3 of our lives sleeping. And, poor sleep is associated with increased risk of developing obesity and weight gain. It will increase your appetite, which will result in more calorie consumption. Poor sleep will also impair your brain function, your decision-making skills, and your immune function. But when you have good sleep, you maximize your problem-solving skills. It will enhance your memory, enhance fine motor skills, as well as muscular power and muscular endurance. So, why is all of this important? When we talk about sleep, it's not just about feeling rested, it's about unlocking your performance and your potential that you might not even know that you had. So, we like to think of it as if there was a supplement that maybe increased your strength, boosted your focus, reduced injury risk, sped up recovery. We'd all take it every day. And the truth is that that supplement already exists. It's called sleep. So we need to put a little bit more emphasis on it. And for gym owners like yourselves, this is something really powerful because when your members can recover better, they'll perform better, they'll feel better, and they'll stick around longer. And so, this is how we're able to build lasting strength in people and in community. So, we've talked a lot about, sleep science and the why behind sleep. And we're going to bring that to life today with our guest speaker. So we are joined today by Santiago Callejas. Santiago is the owner of Riptide CrossFit in Fort Lauderdale. He's very well known in the CrossFit community. He's an L3 CrossFit trainer, has been training CrossFit since 2010 and coaching since 2011. So he's here to tell us firsthand how powerful recovery can be from his perspective. So welcome, Santiago.
Thank you for that introduction, especially the awesome pronunciation.
Thank you
It's a
so much
Colombian, say a Colombian name kind of.
I know. I can't help it. Thank you so much for being here. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with CrossFit?
Yes, absolutely. So as you guys heard, I'm Colombian, born in Medellin, raised in Austin, Texas, been in South Florida now for like 22 years. I got into CrossFit because I was always into sports, being active, being healthy, athletic, and I was exploring a career in fitness. So naturally, I joined an LA Fitness. I asked if they were hiring for personal training. They gave me the route to become a certified personal trainer. And while I was doing that, I started working there selling gym memberships until I completed my education with their career path. But I was always on the internet looking for different ways of exercising because I was not into the traditional bodybuilding and conventional ways of exercising. And that's how I found CrossFit. I found it online. I saw a video. I thought, wow, this is very different. And I got my two workout buddies. We used to do the weird things at the LA Fitness that I was working at selling memberships. And we're like, let's try this CrossFit workout. And I remember trying to do kipping pull-ups, funny story. And so we didn't understand how to do kipping pull-ups. So we were just pushing each other to swing off the pull-up bar and then using the momentum to try to do a pull-up. It was awkward, weird. But after about a month of trying CrossFit on our own, we decided we should join a local affiliate. That's when we found a local gym and joined, and the rest is history now. I own a gym, I teach it, I work for CrossFit HQ, and it's been my career and livelihood since then.
Awesome. I love it. Love it. And as a CrossFit athlete yourself, what does a typical rest or recovery day look like for you?
Sure, yes. So, the classic CrossFit methodology is to try to, work out and push yourself hard 2-3 days in a row, then take a day off. And so I've traditionally followed that where I, like to work out 2-3 days in a row and then a day off. And so it's relative. Everyone's body is different and functions differently. We all have sometimes varying routines and schedules and stress demands. So for me, after 3 full days of working out, I'll either do a lighter day in the gym, active recovery, no intensity, no heavy weights, just like a slow, light bike ride on a Concept 2, slow jogging, rowing, some core cardio type of exercises that are just slow and low in heart rate. They're not going to fatigue me per se, but just help me move and get blood flow. If I'm feeling kind of beat up and it's been a tough week, just a full rest day, no gym, and go through my regular work day. But I try to be cognizant of, stretching, doing a little bit of mobility at home, and no fitness at all. And that'll be a full rest day for me. And I'll try to do 2 full rest days a week. So I usually work out 4 or 5 days a week.
Very nice. Great. And many of us focus on nutrition and training, but we often overlook sleep. I think we're all guilty of it. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think people intentionally look over sleep. I think if you to talk to anybody one-on-one, it's like, yeah, I wish I could sleep more or better. I think there's a couple of layers to it. One, people get caught up in the day-to-day life and just overwhelmed with stress. And before they know it, they're coming home from a long work day or a long stressful day. And the way people typically find a way to disconnect and wind down is on screens, watching TV, kind of like the general go-to for at least for the Western, society, Western world. And they don't realize, or they know, but they forget and they're lazy and the TV is affecting already sleep. And before you know it, the night passes and they get caught up on a good game, good show, and they're going to sleep late. And then the alarm sounds and they got to rinse and repeat. And so they just not intentionally failed at sleeping well or the quality of sleep. I think the other layer to it is we're in a society where it's being rewarded to be more productive and work more hours and do more and more. And that go, go, go mentality catches up to people. And they're like, whatever, I can sleep next week, or, in the weekend, I'll get my sleep. And so I don't think it comes from a bad place. It just comes from a place of either carelessness or lack of really understanding how the long-term impact and effects on your health are coming sooner than later. And maybe a lot of the issues people are experiencing with their health or mindset, either mental or physical health, are tied directly to the lack of sleep or quality of sleep. And they're just kind of sweeping dirt under the rug and not giving it the priority importance it deserves.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that anybody does it on purpose. It's just life gets crazy and sometimes we don't have time for it, right? Abs- So, how do you personally approach sleep? Do you have any like habits or any routines that help you wind down?
Absolutely. I think a night routine is critical, so it starts planning your day in advance. So I try to plan everything as rigorous as that may seem, and monotonous, and it can get boring at times. I think if you plan your day well, then that'll bleed into the evening routine. So I get home and cook my dinner. While I'm cooking dinner, I try to listen to a podcast or something good that is interesting and engaging and good for the mind, so to speak. Have dinner. I try not to be on my phone. Sometimes I have to. I definitely don't do TV and shows and movies while I do dinner. And then after dinner, that's when I try to be a little bit more strict with my phone. I do my wind down, shower, and then I take my dog on a walk. And I try to do like a 20 to 30-minute walk once it's getting darker outside. I think that helps a lot with the digestion. Um, sometimes I have to have dinner later than what I really want. So the walk just helps a little bit with that. Once I'm on that walk, I try not to pull out the phone anymore, come home, the lights are dim, the house is quiet, go into my bedroom and I do some sort of reading, and I try to be strict with myself, not always perfect with not being on my phone. And then by that time I'm, just winding down, having a little bit of water and reading, trying to have some quiet peace time before actually like trying to go to sleep. It's that winding down off the screens, off being super stimulated. And that's usually my routine.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's great to, it's not always going to be perfect, but if we're aware of it, we can make small changes. So, as a gym owner, how do you yourself talk to your members about overall health and wellness?
Yeah, for sure. Um, Different ways, there's the in-between classes. By the way, can you hear me, or am I like cutting out, or my reception not good?
We can hear you. You might be frozen for me, but I
Okay.
can hear you though.
Okay. Yeah, I see my screen frozen, but there we go. I think I'm back.
There you are.
Yeah, so at the gym, we do the in-between conversations. We have a small gym, intimate community. So our coaches and myself do a good job just having in-between conversations with warm-ups or at the end and cool downs and transitioning classes, just checking in on people, see how they're feeling, see how they're doing, asking them how things are going, how they're feeling as far as energy, rest, fatigue, and all that stuff. So we bring it up there. Often hear members say, man, I got a terrible night of sleep. Oh, and have you tried this? So we do tips, little casual conversation there. We try to do, we have a big chalkboard wall and we write certain things there, sometimes on the wall, just encouraging people to be mindful of that. We do monthly newsletters where we throw in tips for success with nutrition or sleep and alternate with that. And then we do nutrition challenges 1 or 2 times a year. And that nutrition challenges include a point system. And one of the points you get is for getting 8 hours of sleep.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So, in our nutrition challenge, we call them more of a lifestyle challenge. It stems from like traditional nutrition challenges, but at this point, it's a lifestyle challenge where we're asking people to reduce their alcohol intake, sleep more, and do certain things with their nutrition and be more consistent in the gym. So the whole 9 yards as far as trying to be healthier and live a better life.
That's awesome. Awesome. And from your perspective, just because you're somebody that is very seasoned and very well known in the CrossFit space, why does it make sense to bring sleep education into the CrossFit space?
Absolutely. I mean, from a CrossFit perspective, we have this holistic approach to wanting to be healthier, right? So improving our fitness across our life as a definition, or through the age of our, through age is a definition of our health. So sleep is critical. critical for longevity and quality of life. And that's what we preach and teach and want our members in our community to aim for and strive for is longevity and a better quality of life as we get older. So from that perspective and defining terms in health and CrossFit, it absolutely applies and is necessary there. But also just the way society is trending now with, being more tech oriented, nothing wrong with that, but these are tools that can have an unintentional adverse effect on sleep, people working and working long hours. And I think where the world is at from a business perspective, it's more production, more hours of work, more being saddled on someone's role, especially as people become higher level professionals. They're managing more people, managing more teams. So just understanding that those are the people that are struggling more and more with sleep. And so bringing sleep education into the gym, into the CrossFit space is not only going to align with our philosophy and our definitions, but generally help our community be healthier and live a better quality of life.
Absolutely. Great. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us and for giving your perspective on what sleep is and how important it is for us. We really appreciate
Of
it.
course. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm happy to share.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. So we've talked about, how sleep is the ultimate recovery tool. But the truth is that not all sleep is created equal, and our bodies can only recover as well as a surface that it rests on. And so that's where Saatva comes in, and that's what we're all about. So we really believe that when you build something with care, using better materials, smarter design, and real craftsmanship, that you create a foundation for better recovery. And so our products, all of our mattresses, we make them handcrafted. They're made here in the US, and they're designed to help people rest deeper and wake up ready to perform. All of our mattresses are made with eco-friendly materials and sustainable manufacturing. We're designed with lumbar support for pressure relief and recovery. We have 11 different styles of mattresses, so we have something for everybody, no matter your body type, your sleeping styles, your preferences. Every mattress will come with a 365-night trial, so you have plenty of time to make sure that you love it. It has a lifetime warranty that's also included. Our mattresses come standard with free white glove delivery and setup. We have a 24/7 non-commissioned concierge team, which we really encourage everyone that is even remotely interested in a mattress or one of our products to call, because it can be a very daunting task to start the process of changing out your sleep system, whether it's your bed, whether it's sheets, anything like that. And so our 24/7 team is really there to help kind of guide and educate potential buyers. And any members, they can shop online, over the phone with our concierge team, or in one of our showrooms. We actually have 26 showrooms throughout the US. If any of these locations are close in proximity to where you are, I would really encourage to stop by and visit us. This is a space that really brings our vision to life. They're beautifully made. All of our products are on display, so feel free to stop by, and we will be opening up a lot more within the next couple of months and into 2026. So let's go over now the program. So this is what we have for our affiliate owners, and how we can make better sleep accessible for everyone in the CrossFit community. So this is how it works. When you sign up, it's completely free to join. Once you sign up, you'll be able to unlock the benefits for yourself and for your members. So you will have a custom referral link that's tied directly to you and to your gym, and your members will get 20% off of all Saatva products. Our 20% discount is exclusive to our CrossFit community. Nobody gets 20%, not any of our other partners, not anybody else that is shopping on our website. So this is a huge discount that they won't get anywhere else. So this is a huge benefit for you as gym owners and a huge benefit for members, because they'll get the best discount out there. This discount has no order minimum. It can be used on a mattress or on any one of our products, which we'll get into. And so as a gym owner, you will get a 10% commission on every referred order. So the commissions They usually range averaging between $200 and $600 per order, depending on, the order total. There's no cap in commissions, so you can make as much in commissions as you'd like, and you can spread the word as much as you'd like. Some of our partners will average like 10 orders a month, and that's an easy extra couple $1,000s in your pocket. So no cap on commissions. And for this program, any gym owner that signs up with us, we will receive a one-time 50% discount for yourself. This is something that we really want to offer our gym owners, because we want you to be able to experience the product for yourself. We want you to be able to give like a very genuine recommendation, something that's very authentic in your community. So this is available to you as gym owner, any co-owners, as well as the head coach. And then any other staff in the location, we will extend a 35% discount to them. All right, so once you sign up, you're going to get an email from PartnerStack. PartnerStack is the portal that we use so that you'll be able to track your commissions and withdraw. You'll see something along the lines of welcome to the partner program, and you'll want to accept the invite. Make sure that you use the same email that you signed up with for PartnerStack, because it can only be linked with one email. So you'll be able to sign in and go to your commissions tab. On the commissions tab, you'll be able to set up your commission withdrawals. So for the withdrawals themselves, you will be able to process them on the 16th of each month for the previous month's sales. And then you'll also get an email when those payments are made. You can withdraw with whatever frequency you'd like. If you want to do it every month, if you just want to let it sit there and make one bigger withdrawal, you can absolutely do that. There's no right or wrong way. You're going to want to also set up your payout provider. We recommend using direct deposit, but you can use PayPal or Stripe. Those do have a processing fee associated, so our recommendation is direct deposit, and you only have to do that one time. Once your account is linked, you can sign in, see all of your referrals, and get paid out right away. On your PartnerStack account, you'll also see a resources tab. So in there, we put in all of the resources that are available to you for marketing and just to be able to get the word out. So we want to make your life as easy as possible. We'll put in there email templates, social media templates, selling points, product catalog, all that good stuff for you to be able to send to all of your members. And when you sign up, we also do send you free marketing materials that are printed that'll look like this. It'll be a double-sided flyer that'll have a QR code, and then a rack card as well that will have a QR code. So when this QR code is scanned, it'll take them to the site, automatically give the member the discount, and it will automatically give you the commission. So we will be running a exclusive fall cyber bonus plan that will begin today, running through December 4th. So it'll go over the cyber weekend, which is our biggest sales weekend. It's the biggest weekend for people to do furniture and mattress shopping. So for your first referral, mattress referral, you'll get a $200 bonus on top of your commission. For any referral after that, you'll get $100 for each referral until December 4th. If you make a social post or an email campaign, you'll get a one-time $50 bonus. Just make sure you share the link or the screenshot with me. And so this is just an incentive to get everybody up and going, again, from now until December 4th. And remember, this is all in addition to your commission. So feel free to take advantage of that. And so what are the next steps? So sign up for the program, of course. By signing up, this will create your PartnerStack account, and it will create your unique link that you can start giving out right away. You're going to want to set up your partner account, log in. You can set up a follow-up call with myself. We can speak one-on-one if you'd like. This is completely optional. We do recommend it so that we can go a little bit more into detail about the program. If you want to go a little bit more in depth about the mattresses, maybe like our top 2 or top 3 bestsellers, if you want to know a little bit more and get more comfortable with it, you're welcome to set up a call with myself. I'm happy to dive deeper into any topic that you'd like. Explore a product lineup on our website. So we are a company that's known for our mattresses, but we do everything in the home furnishing space. So we have a furniture line filled with bed frames, nightstands, benches, all that good stuff. And we also have a bedding line with sheets, pillows, comforters, all that stuff as well with organic cotton. So we do it all. And then of course, confirm your gym address so that we have the correct address so we can send you those marketing materials and you can start sharing right away. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank everybody so much for joining. We will be sending over the $25 DoorDash gift card as a thank you for joining. So just allow us 48 hours to get that set up and sent out. And with that, I will open up the floor to any questions, any comments. Oh, I see somebody had to go. No problem. All right, does anybody have any questions? I'm going to just re-enter the sign up link, but I'll also send everybody a follow-up email just so that you have it. All right. All right, cool. I guess no questions.
Laura, this is great. Really love the education piece of it about sleep. You don't, like we said earlier, we'll sleep when we die, right?
That'll catch up to us soon if we keep
Right, exactly.
saying-
The statistics of like expanding your life or shortening your life. So I was like, oh,
It's
got
crazy. Yep.
in. So, but definitely appreciate the time that you've taken today for us and this education. And, you guys put the link in the chat if you have any extra questions or any follow-up from that. But other than that, thanks so much, Laura.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope everybody has a great rest of the week and a great weekend. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.